I am. Hey there, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Hannah at the Doodlebug and Jasper, Andy, Anna, and it's time for our What's New Today at the Doodlebug. So sadly, we were a little short-handed today at the Doodlebug. So if I did not get to all of your messages, I am trying. I know a couple of you, I felt really bad. You messaged like yesterday afternoon, and it took me like until today to get back with you. I think one of you, it was even Wednesday whenever you messaged, but just know being busy is good. I am not complaining. It is not a bad thing. As you know, around here, we've hired a couple new girls, so the training process just takes a little while and it just takes a little longer. So, getting some regular things done takes a little bit more time right now, but Mom had a huge stack going out with UPS today. So I think a lot of you probably got your shipping notices. I continued to do invoices this afternoon. So I know a few of you have gotten invoices. And then if you get those paid over the weekend, Mama will get them shipped out for you on Monday. And then Linda got like 2 huge orders checked in for you guys today. So I have restocks from the warehouse. We've got some 49 and Market. We've got some Doodlebug on the tables, but I have a couple, one new thing you're going to be really excited about. A couple restocks that flew out of here the last time. So if you didn't see them then, you're going to love them today. You're going to be super excited about those. And in true Friday fashion, it won't be a huge live because Saturdays it's a short day and we're shorter staffed on Saturdays. So I'm going to flip the camera around. Can't wait to show you some of these things. All right, here we go. So we're going to start with our hole reinforcers. So these are hand punches. They are made by We Are Makers, which used to be We Are Memory Keepers. So they're made by We Are Makers, and it is truly just that. It is a hole reinforcer punch. Like in the office supply section, you can buy little stickers of these, things like that. But these are really fun to make on your own. Now, a couple little tips for you guys as you are making these. So whenever you've got your paper, okay, I'm going to come over here and let's say that you want blue reinforcer tabs. On the back, you can also do a little bit of a thin adhesive. I think we talked about this before. I have not, and I still haven't tried it with that. Why don't we just do that right now? I'm going to see if this little guy will cut through your double-sided tape. We're just going to do that right now on the live. We're going to check it out because I'm not for sure, because I told you that last time. Last time I was like, just use some of your double-sided tape, because that's what I do at home when I'm running my metal dies that I've got that have little reinforcer tabs. Works great. Now, the other thing that you could do, though, is you could do your little reinforcer tabs, and then, I'm going to go back up front. Dang it. So I get these ideas as I'm walking away. Let me grab these here and I'll show you those. All right. So a couple different ideas here. Here we go. If I would actually be prepared, like I'm sure that some stores when I do these, they're like, oh, I'm going to show you this and look at all this extra stuff. But me, I jump on and then it's like my juices start flowing. Like all my creativity starts when I hit that live button, because I've walked by the table 3 times now and didn't think of any of this until I go live. So I just going live. It makes me think of all the fun things that we can do. All right, there's that. Hey, Kenley, can I have a crafty assistant? I love when Kinley's here. I don't know why I'm whispering. I just whispered, I love when you're here. I don't know why I whispered it. You need to know that too. I said, I just whispered to them, I love when you're here. And I said, I don't know why I whispered it. You need to know that too. I don't know if you guys saw my little post, but Kinley is on homecoming court for her senior class. It actually got canceled. It was supposed to be last Saturday. And okay, will you open that up? It was supposed to be last Saturday, but they had to cancel it because of the weather. And then I want you to give me just a little piece, because we're going to sell that to somebody, so we don't want to wipe it out. And I don't care which side. And then we're going to see if it will punch with this. Hello, Miss Vanessa. I think Vanessa's working tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to open this guy up. That's what I'm struggle bussing here. While I'm struggle bussing. Thank you. All right. Not yet. No. Okay, will you you open that for me, okay? Well, I'm struggle busting. She's gonna take over there for a second. So we've got reinforcer punches, and we're gonna talk about that in just a minute. But while she's opening that for me, we're gonna continue on. We've got 49 in Market Whispering Way. This is the solids pack. This is a beautiful kind of country themed. It's got great sunflowers. It's got some farm animals in it. It is so, so good. Then we also restock some Rust and Revs. There's a little bit of Rust and Revs that we can still get. We cannot get Rust and Revs 2 collection kits, just so you know. Those are completely sold out, but I can still get some Rust and Revs 1 and the Rust and Revs 2 solids packs. All right, if you will hold this for me, just because it'll be easier for me. Just hold it right over. Okay, so we're going to see if this will work. Now, this one's a little bit different. A lot of times when I'm punching something, flip it over because you can see what's going on in your punch. So usually if I put it over here, like let's say I wanted to actually cut this shape and I had something already printed on here, flip your punches over when you use them. Now I'm going to try and figure out where that's at just to see if it will punch through that double-sided. Let's see here. We'll see how it did. It's there. And then where did it go? It's in there. Okay, that may not work wonderfully with your double-sided tape on the back. Let me get it to come out, see how it did. Because it's wanting to get stuck in there. So I'm trying to get him out. Okay, well, it did work and it's still on there. So that is a good thing. They do pop out a lot easier when it doesn't have the double-sided on the back, but it cut through the double side. So now whenever I peel that off, I've already got my sticky on there. So it actually does work, but it punched through fine. It just took a little longer for it to come out in there. It kind of wanted to stick in there, but it came out just fine. So it will go through your double-sidedness. Oh, the ice fishing. So I know, Vanessa, BJ called up and he had someone check the ice and they don't think the ice is thick enough for us to stand on the lake. I mean, I'm really kind of bummed because this was his big birthday weekend thing. I'm not bummed that I don't have to be outside in the cold for hours and try not to complain because it's his birthday weekend, but I really wanted to do something fun for his birthday. So I'm a little bummed about that. I'm trying to find something else to do as our plan B. So going back to our reinforcers, they will punch out just fine, but it did want to get a little stuck on the inside. Not that it was jammed, it just was kind of sticking in there a little bit with the backing on the back, but it will work. Now, the other thing that you could do, this right here is a micro adhesive dot sheet, okay? So you could then punch out a bunch of these. You peel this back, okay? You see all the little dots? See if you can see them. See the little dots on there? And then that way you can stick this right in there on top of those dots, rub it down, take this out, and it's going to have little dots all over the place. And then you could put that right into your binder. So 2 different ways that you could put adhesive on these. Of course, you can just use your glue runner, precision glue pen, whatever. Those will work too, but I always like just quick and easy ways. So to me, a really quick and easy way is with these, just know that you might have to shake just a little bit to get it to pop out. When I did just one, it popped out very easily, but whenever I had the double-sided on the back, it punched through, but it wanted to kind of hang out inside of there a little bit. But it does work with your double-sided adhesive. But again, you could always do the little micro adhesive sheets. These are great for die cuts. You can put all your die cuts on here, fill up this whole page, and then just peel them off, and they've got adhesive all over the back. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to tell you too. So with these, you know how sometimes you've got oops pages, backgrounds, things like that you don't like? Think how fun those would be with your little hole punches. So if you made some, blended some backgrounds and you just didn't like the way they looked on your card, use them as little hole reinforcers. Those would be so stinking cute like that. You could even come in and do some random stamping. It doesn't matter what the image is. It's going to be so small, but think about this white, little bit of pink ink blending and just some random, stamped edges. It's going to give a good little contrast to the pages of your mini books. So Just something kind of fun there for you guys. All right, so hole reinforcers, whispering way solids. Will tissue tape punch out? Well, tissue tape is kind of the same thing, Linda. Tissue tape is just a smaller version of your double-sided adhesive. So your double-sided adhesive comes in different size rolls. So you're looking at 1/8 of an inch up to those tissue tapes, which are like, what, 4 or 5 inches? It's really the same thing. So yes, it should work just the same as what that one did. Same stuff. Then we've got Rust and Revs. We have the collection kit and the solids. Restock on some of our Bella Boulevard. We've got 2 new Bella Boulevard lines in the store right now. One is called Snowflake Season. It's an adorable winter line. If you're looking for the Doodlebug winter line, they did not do one. Doodlebug owns Bella Boulevard as well now, and so they did a Bella winter line, so we won't have a Doodlebug one. So this is our closest thing we're going to get to a Doodlebug winter line. And again, it's called Snowflake Season. This little guy right here, or these little guys, are Tuxedo Twosome. And then the other line is called Let's Celebrate. And it's a beautiful black and gold line that can be used for anything from prom, homecoming, weddings, anniversary, New Year's. It's just a really pretty line. And this little Bella Pop has done so well. It's called Glam Cam. So Glam Cam's back in stock. Next, so like we have our petite prints for Doodlebug. When they do a Bella line, they're called Besties. And this is the Bestie line for the line called Documented. This one does really, really well for us. And I would say probably 8 out of the 10 people that buy this or have bought it didn't buy the Documented line. It's just good because it's primary colors. So this is just a good, subtle, solid set. So again, this is the Documented Besties. Doodlebug, their Christmas line they just did is called Oh What Fun. We were out of the 6x8 pads. We need these for some of our cute little kits that we've got for the house albums. So they do a little chipboard album. We just restocked those as well. And then Stephanie, who just started working for us here, she did the most adorable little class kit with one of these chipboard albums and the Oh What Fun pad. So that is a really, really fun little class kit. So we've got those. And then we also needed more of this cardstock from Doodlebug, which is called Ruby. So we needed Ruby. You get some Ruby in your class kit as well. And then we will have some Ruby to go out on the shelf. So this is a Doodlebug cardstock. I know some of you have been requesting more of the Doodlebug cardstocks, and I have ordered more. And they have new colors coming out when their February release ships. So I've got all the new colors coming as well too. All right, coming back over here. This was also from that Christmas line. They do little charmers in every release. And they usually do 2 or 3 different charms. This one was from the Christmas one. And this is called Tweet Heart. Just a beautiful little cardinal charm. We've sold quite a few of these. I think a lot of them are just being gifted as gifts to put actually on a charm bracelet. Maybe you're making a special card for somebody and then they can take this off the card. Really, really pretty. So the sweet tweets there. Chipboard albums, those are right around 15. We didn't get this. Linda is literally checking it in and popping it over here. But I'm thinking they're right around 15, Terry. Next, we've got paper clips. This is a little die from the new Lawn Fawn release. I know we've got more of these coming as well. More 49 in Market. This is a new line called Echoes of Time. Newer line, I should say. This is one from Joni Bain. So we are restocking the chipboards for this one. Yeah, these right here. They're the 15. The class kit, you get this in it. You get all kinds of papers, and those I think are 55 or 60, something like that. But yeah, the little albums themselves, those are 15, and they're really cute. Now, this album here, if you want to, there's also a die that matches it, And that die has like little shingles for the roof. It's got the little house for the windows, the little crosses. There's also, to make it look like window panes, there's also curtains in there. So really, really cute add-on that you can do as a die set for those. Oh, a farm would be really cute with one of those. Yes, it would. Good idea, Terry. Paper clips, please. You've got it, Miss Karen. I know somebody wanted the tweets too. Lawn Fawn paperclip, you've got it, Glinda. And I know we've got more paper clips coming. Oh, Carmen asked for one too. So yes, Carmen, I think you were the one first. And these may even be special requests for somebody, but we've got like 6 or 7 more paper clips coming, guys. So no worries there. We will get all of you down for those. Then we've got the ruby paper. We did that one already. We're also, now this one here, I think these were all special requests, but this is a really pretty green color called Jade from Basil. So I think these, since I've got 4 packs, so I'm betting that was a special order from somebody. But if we don't have jade on the shelf, we can also order in a pack of jade if you're loving jade. Oh, here's some more Echoes of Time. Here you can kind of see the more of the line. It's so pretty, and here's the colors true to life. So great purples, kind of a peachy, pale pink. Really pretty. We do have paper and solids for this line. There's more embellishments for this line as well. A couple alphabets heading to the wall. 2 are from Doodlebug. This is part of their alphabet soup line. We've got the red one called Ladybug. And then the brown one is called Bonbon. And then we have another one just from Sticko. It's a little teal and glittered alphabet. I'm going to put these all kind of side by side. Yep, they're all really close to the same size as far as fonts go. Still in that Doodle Pop section. We got in more of our Doodle Pop grab bags. Let's see if I can find a little cutter over here. We're going to pop one of these open. So avert your eyes if you don't want to see what's in here. But if you do, keep looking. Now, whenever we ship these to you guys, just know, I always tell Mom to put your box in there, and she breaks your box down, and then we send you all the little Doodle Pops in your order as well. So, you know, kind of close your eyes if you want and put them in something to where you can take them out one at a time and be surprised. But otherwise, it's so expensive. We have to use like a big 4.5-inch box, which is pretty expensive for freight. So we do kind of take them out, but we send you your box. So that way, if you are giving it to somebody, you can put them all right back in the box. All right, let's see. I get asked all the time, are they always the same? And it feels like we get like a series. Like I bet whenever Doodlebug makes them, that whole, you know, lot, that whole unit probably is the same. But we've had some different ones as we've looked at them in the past. But look how good these are. They're so cute. Oh, look at the fox. Love him. Oh, I don't know if I remember that one. Sweet Tea. That one's cute. And you get Doodle Pops and shakers in here, guys. So these are $20, and it's well over a $40 value. Well over. You get 15 of them. And again, you get shakers in there as well. We have this one, I think, on the shelf right now to sell. She's adorable. I try and keep these in all the time because I love this pickle one. We've got that pickle stamp set from Lawn Fawn. You're a big deal. I love that. I love this shaker with those. The little veggies. So yeah, look at all those that you get. Now again, I can't guarantee they're all going to be the same, but again, I feel like each time that they've been pretty consistent, maybe 1 or 2 different ones in there. But we've had different ones in the past. So yes. Alphabet soup. Let's see here. Oh, I'm missing some here. Let me go back. Alphabet soup letters. All right, Miss Angel, I'm going to pull you one of each. Hopefully that's what you want. I cannot say that names out loud if people are diverting their eyes. I know. That's true. I kind of messed that up. Divert your eyes and your ears. That's what I need to tell people. You want a suitcase if I have it. You've got it. I know we've got something like that in the travel section. So yes, we will look. Hey, Kenley, if you do a quick little store walk, Carmen wants a doodle pop that is a suitcase. I think we have one in the travel section or the summer section. Maybe in the doodlebug section. But I thought I saw one the other day. All right, more doodlebug. We have got 6x8 albums, restocking a few colors on those. We've got red, green, and blue. Oh, that's the one. All right, Carmen, this is the one that we have in. I've already forgot what was in the box, if it's the exact same one or a little different, but let me know if you would like that one, Carmen. I'm just going to set it back here. Thanks, Kenley. Somebody wants a box. You've got it, Miss Gretchen. Thank you. All right, and then red, green, and blue, 6x8 albums. All right, next up, this is one of the things I think you guys are going to be excited about. We did show these in the live the other day. Oh, so sad. I didn't get the sweet tea or the fox or the raccoon in yours. I know, Pam, they're always different. They, I guess it's a good thing because like Carmen, I think Carmen has got like 4 boxes already. She's just loving them. So at least you do get something a little different each time. I know. You want the suitcase? Thank you, Carmen. Barb, you want the 49 and Market flowers? Perfect. I'm going to put those in my chair. Thank you. Yes, Angel, you're starting a new bucket. I love that. Thank you. We appreciate that. Can I get those doodles without getting the whole box? Ooh, Pam, I don't think I have those on the shelf. If I can still order them. So I don't know if my phone will let me. But Pam, if you will message the store, and then that way it stays on my kind of to-do list. Message me that you would like the tea, the fox, and the raccoon. And I will look to see if I can still order those in individually. Okay? All right. Hannah, do I have gift cards for my store? I do. And Terry, you can actually order them on the website. And then that way you can print them out at home or email it to the person. But right whenever you go to our online store, they're right at the very top. And they come in different little increments. Like let's say you want $100, but we only have 50s. You may have to put like 2 50s in your cart. I think we have $100 ones on there, but I'm just saying sometimes if you want like $35 and we've got a 25 and a 10, that's how you get your $35 gift card. But yep, we do. If not, can I get the box you open? Well, Pam, that works much better for me. If you want to do that, we can do that. So I'm going to put your name on there right now. How about that? And then whenever it's time to do your next bucket, if I have found those, because I've not seen that T1 before to order. So, but let's see here. So yes, that way we know you're going to get those. How about that? Perfectamundo. All right. So next up, again, I think this is going to be one that you guys are going to like because you loved it the other day. So if you were on the live, you got to see them. And if not, this is an oldie but a goodie. So it is not anything new, extreme, different, anything like that. But I think because of what they named it. So they should call it, I don't know, stickle storage, re-inker storage, alcohol ink storage. But they don't. They call it alcohol ink storage tin. And I know a lot of us probably don't use alcohol inks, or we have some, but we haven't gotten them out forever. And they're in a drawer and we don't have them in their own little tin. But I had someone reach out the other day and they were wanting re-inkers for their ink bottles. Okay. Not alcohol ink, but their actual little ink bottles. I'm coming back here to see if anybody's got a re-inker. But this little alcohol ink storage tin, it will hold any bottles that are small like this. This is the same size as Stickles. This is the same size as your 49 and Market ink re-inkers, your Catherine Pooler re-inkers, your Distress Oxides, your Better Press ones. I'm just trying to think if I've got anything else back here that I can show you. All of those fit into this box. So these are awesome for that. And yes, for Stickles, they are great. And what I really like about these is they've got this great little tray that really holds them in well. Like here I am live. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. There you go. It holds them in really well. So whenever you get to wherever you're going, they're not going to be, scattered all over in your container, and you've got to stand them all back up. They hold themselves in there very nicely. So these will fit your stickers, your stickle storage, your re-inkers. Babs, great question. Let me see if Linda's computer is still up. Yes, I think we are. Let me just check that. All right, she's got, let me see what order she's working on here. Nope, different order. I don't want to mess her screen up. If I erase her order, you guys are going to get me in so much trouble. It's thinking. It's thinking. Let me see here. Okay, let me check one more spot here, Bab. Sorry. I know dead air is never good, right? Okay. Are you guys ready for this? $11. I had to double check to make sure we didn't have our pricing wrong. $11 for these. So, I mean, in the world of organization, this is a metal tin for $11. So that is a crazy great deal. Love those. So yes, you could store your stickles upside down. So then that way, and I can't guarantee that forever they're gonna stay, upside down. But they are doing great in here, upside down. So they will hold your re-inkers. They will hold your stickles in there, your alcohol inks, anything in that small little bottle like that. So it's definitely a good one. Nicole is saying, for those of you that do Stampin' Up! Inks, their re-inkers will fit in there too. Thank you, Nicole. That is a great way to cross-sell something for me. But yeah, $11 for that tin. How many does it hold? I'm sure it tells me that on the bottle. Holds up to 30. Holds up to 30. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And now, of course, Catherine Pooler will then fit in here. Exactly. And you can take, so if you want to put other stuff in here, you can just take out this little tray. The tray will pop in and out. It's a nice snug fit though, but you can pop that tray out if you want to. So this is great. So I knew you guys would be excited about that one. I knew that was a good one. Okay, so there's that. Here's the other thing you guys are going to be really excited about too. How much to ship to Canada? So Canada, our starting shipping to Canada starts at, I think, 25 or 28. But it has to be like true to get there. So Pam, what I mean is if the online site, if you place an order online and it charges you 25 and I go to ship it to you and it costs me 35, you pay your actual shipping. So you'll get another invoice from me for 10 extra bucks. So just kind of, letting you know that Canada's a lot trickier for us to ship to, but we do ship to Canada. We definitely will ship to Canada. All right, next one. You guys are going to be really excited about this. So I know we've had something similar to this before. I just discovered these. Not quite the same, but I think it's a good comparable. So we sell something called the Precision Glue Press. Okay. Sarah, I'm just going to ignore your comment. No, Sarah. And Sarah's just teasing. I know she is. So this was all because Sarah asked for re-inker holders for her, archival inks, her Better Press inks. And so I got a couple in and they just went crazy on the lives because I showed you guys, hey, guess what else you can do with these? Hey, guess what else you can do with these? And so then, yes, we did sell a lot, from that. And I always tell everybody, that is why I love when you guys ask me to special order something. Ever since the beginning of our store, I have never said, unless I have to get an ungodly amount, I never say no to a special order. And when we do these lives, I always show the special orders, because if I hadn't showed you what I got in for Sarah, the 2 tins that I got in for her that sold out immediately, and then we ordered more tins, and now we've ordered more tins, and hopefully we'll order even more tins from this live, you guys would have never had a great storage product that you even knew existed. And yes, I would have not had those sales. So, and then Kinley wouldn't have had a paycheck, and she couldn't pay for her homecoming dress. So Sarah, I can't give you a commission because I paid Kinley and she bought a homecoming dress. So that's what your commission was, Kinley's homecoming dress. So thank you. I thank you, and Kinley's mother thanks you too. So yes, oh, yep. And then Paula, yep, she wants for the Doodlebug mystery box. I know it is so fun. It's part of why I love this. All right, so we sell this thing from My Sweet Petunia, which is also called Misty, the company that makes the Misty. And they do this great little glue tool. It is in this box, my friends. So let's see. I paid my invoice this afternoon. Can you ship this with my ship? Oh, let me see if Mom already shipped it for you. Okay. Let me see. I will. Hey, Kinley. She's busy right now, but I will have her go back in the shipping room just to see if your package went out or not yet, Babs, depending whenever you paid for it. My mom got everything caught up before she left, because she is good like that. All right, friends, this is a little art bin. Art Bin is a great storage company. You've probably seen their stuff, and they do all different kinds of sizes of containers, different kinds of containers. They do everything from fabric storage to vinyl storage, marker storage. And recently I stumbled upon that the 6x6 storage containers, which are great for all kinds of great small embellishments. They're great for sorting different products that you have. I discovered that these will fit your glue presses. How cool is this? Now, we have worked with a small company in the past, and they have bought a different size container. And then they have custom 3D printed things to fit into it and hold your glue press in place. I love those. Okay, they are great. Now, this one here, just so you know, it's got a little bit of wiggle to it. I don't think it's going to harm your glue press at all, but no, there is some wiggle to it. The other box that I get, there's no wiggle at all. It fits in there nice and tight. But this is a great little storage option for you guys. Look how cool this is. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, I know we just checked these in, and you guys are going to start asking, what's the price? What's the price? I know. Let me check here. Making sure here. Find out my right screen, sorry. Again, I don't want to mess Linda's screens up. Come on. It's thinking. It's still thinking. Okay. These 6x6 paper pads, that's a great. I was going to grab one of those. Let's see, did I have one over here? We do. We've got one left out from yesterday. So let's see how it does with a 6x6 paper pad, because a 6x6 paper pad is actually bigger than 6x6. So let's see. So I think, Babs, the ones that Paper Rose does. So let me show you. This is an Echo Park 6x6 paper pad. And let me show you other people's 6x6 pads. Let me grab this one, and this one. So I'm going to grab a few other 6x6 pads from other companies. And then when I hold them up like this, do you see how much taller Echo's is? Because they've got that little hole punched in there. So theirs is not going to fit because it's actually bigger than a 6x6. So it'll fit in there, but it's not going to fit nice. If you were doing this as a little card kit though, and you wanted to put some embellishments in here, some ribbon, gems, things like that, and have it all sorted, it would work for that, Babs. But if you're wanting to just put pads in here, it's not going to work with Echo Parks. Now, watch this though. That one fits fine. That one fits fine. That one fits just fine. So a true 6x6 pad is going to go in here just fine. So this was Catherine Pooler. This was Paper Rose. This was Lawn Fawn. So if you check your 6x6 pads, any of them that have that little extra hole and length at the top, they're not going to fit in there. But other companies that don't have that will fit fine, or you just have to cut them down, which, you know, sometimes is not ideal. Okay, so next. But yes, this may be, I can check and see if they have other bins truly for, like, designed for 6x6 pads, but this might be their 6x6 one. Okay, so where we go. Scroll Brain. What did you say to rub on a new stamp? Oh, to rub on a new stamp, a white eraser. You need a white eraser for a new stamp. That gives it, it's almost like a little bit of primer. It doesn't affect your stamp at all. And it gives it a little bit of what I call tooth for your ink to stick to. So there's that one. Those little bins are so cute. I will have to spend the next few days trying to think of what I could use them for, because I know I want some, but only if I can think of what to use them for. Well, again, I think they're going to be great for sorting stuff. And it always depends on what your scrap area looks like. So you could do a few of them. Oh, and I never told you the price. They're less than $6. Okay. These are less than $6. I think they're like $5.69, $5.79, something like that. So these are less than $6. So what you could put in here, again, depending on how you sort your things, you could put like all your gems in here. You could put things by color in here. So maybe you put all your pink gems and your pink stickles, and depending on how you choose to sort your stuff. But you could put your pink brads in here, your pink gems in here, pink flowers in here. See, I always use pink for colors when I talk first. Linda is trying to get out of here. But you know, she's always, got a million things she's trying to get done before she goes. So you could, put that kind of stuff in here, pre-cut stuff in here, small. I know a lot of people, once they cut into a 12 by 12, then they cut it down into a smaller, more usable size for their card making. So you could put your smaller scraps in here, and again, Roy G. Biv them, because this is 6 by 6. If you're a card maker, that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So all of your little scraps could go in here as well. Maybe this is all of your blue scraps, so you could do that with these. So all different kinds of things that you could do with those. So hopefully those give you some ideas. But I do really love the fact that what did I do with my one with the glue press? Oh, here it is. But I love that your glue press will fit in here too. I do feel that if you have a glue press and it leaves your house, it needs to have its own designated container, because this little glue press, they're not quite $40, but they're over $35. And it would always be, it's always my luck that I will break something in transit or travel, because I pack everything very gently, but then when it goes to my car, it's like I pack it like, I'm a raccoon jacked up on caffeine. I just throw everything in there, and bags topple over and all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, you don't want something to break this lever off. And that's what I worry would happen if it's not in its own little container. So again, for $6, you can have its own little container. And then this also just sits nice on your shelf though too. So $6, it will hold your glue press, but so many other things as well. So there you go. And going back to things, you could put flowers in here. Just put all, and you wouldn't even have to sort them by color, but instead of having all these packages of flowers floating around, you could put all your flowers in here. So many things that you could put in these. I love a good container. Art bins. Will it fit the Sizzlets alphabets? Amy, I don't know what size the Sizzlets alphabets are. Now, I've got some old ones like these. Those aren't, I don't think these are Sizzlets though. But I've got, so this is an old Sizzix die. And it fits in there. Now, it's not going to fit very many, but let me grab another one. I don't know if this is even what you're talking about. All right, so for, Tim Holtz used to have dies like this. These are Sizzix ones. So if you've got some of those heavier Sizzix dies, it's fitting 3 of those. No, the small, thin ones. Oh, they would for sure fit in there then. They're going to roll around, but you could always, put some kind of little divider because these are 6x6. So I think those were smaller, weren't they? So they would definitely, I think, fit in there. So I think so. Kinley, will you do me a favor? Will you go in the back and see if Babs's order is still here? It should be on the invoice side. She said she paid it today. And if it is, we're going to put a little note not to ship yet. All right. Kinley is checking for you, Babs. Joining late, your granddaughter just left. Well, that is super fun. All right. And then next, yesterday. Friends, we sold out of almost all the inks, which is great. I think Kinley's got a few putting away, but we restocked all of our 49 and Market inks again. And look at that. We are down to just 1 dress blues once again. We did sell out of all the re-inkers, but they're coming once again. But how fun are these new colors from 49 and Market? So 49 and Market, Janine has now been contracted with Ranger, and she is designing inks to match her paper lines, which is so fun because I know, for a while, a lot of you have been asking me, hey, what inks will match this? So you can, do some mixed media with them. You can ink your edges. And we've been kind of playing it almost like a game of whack-a-mole. Does this match? Nope, it doesn't. Does this match? Nope, it doesn't. Oh, this one looks good with it. Now we've got designated colors. These are just great dye-based inks too. They're water reactive. You can do all kinds of fun little techniques with them. They are a felt pad, ink pad as well. They've all got reinkers. Did you find her? Perfect. So if you will put a little note on her, do not ship yet. Yep. And you can stick her, you can stick her back there then. That way they know. But yeah, if she's got that note, then Mom won't ship her. And I'll try to remember to tell Mom that too. All right, Babs, you are good. Now, Babs, I don't know. You may not go out until like Tuesday then. I don't work tomorrow to work on orders. So unless you want it to go out and you need it sooner, you let me know. I could probably walk them through it on Monday because Linda will be back in on Monday, so I could walk them through it then. I try not to have too many people learning how to invoice. You got more for me? Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, Barrett. That's my mailman. He's great. He comes back usually twice a day to pick up orders just in case Mom got any orders done after he left in the afternoon earlier. So he is great. All right. So 49 and Market inks. No hurry. Thank you, Babs. I'm going to go through these. Cold brew. Cold brew is probably one of my favorite ones in this release. And it's just a brown, but I love a good brown. I do most my inking of edges with brown. Early Bird has been a great seller for us too, as has Dress Blues. So of the inks that just came in, those are probably our 3 top ones so far. But we've also got Pink Lady, Doll Face, Camouflage, Key Lime, Sangria, Engine Number 9, I think that's a fun name, Tranquil Waters, Sunrise, Shamrock, Pineapple, Twilight, and Frosty. There are 15 new inks and then 15 new re-inkers. And we are doing bundles as well. So we've got an I Want It All bundle that gets you all the inks and the re-inkers, and you do save a chunk. Normally, if you would buy them all individually, they end up being like $199. And I think ours like $170 is what our I Want It All bundle is. And then we are also doing just an ink bundle and just a re-inker bundle. So you can get it a la carte. You could do joining late. We'll watch replay, but should I already place 2 big orders? Oh, Debbie. Well, Debbie, I'm going to, we got in this great new little storage container. So you may want to watch for that. I don't know. A lot of this stuff was some restocks. So you may have seen those, but I'm just going to pan over everything, anyway, just so you can see what we did show in case there's anything you want to go back and check out. A lot of restocks in today. Not going to lie, but we did have our little bottle. I don't even want to just call it stickle storage because it's so much more, but we did get in our little mini ink holders, storage tins. And then we've got in the 6x6 storage bins. The inks you probably just saw yesterday, those are back in stock. Ink refreshers, these have been out for a little bit. So what is ink refresher? So we've got a lot of people that will come in and maybe their stuff has sat in the drawer for a while, but now, you know, they're at a different stage in their life, or the grandkids got into stuff and, you know, left some of the lids off some of their ink pads, and are they still good? Well, before you either one, buy all new ink pads, or two, start buying re-inkers, just grab a bottle of ink refresher and see how that does first. So it's more than just water. This isn't just like spraying water on your pads, because you don't want to spray water on your pads. Now think about it. I just told you these guys are water reactive. So you don't want to put water in there because it kind of pushes the ink around. So you don't want to just put water on your ink pads and think that's going to solve your problem. So this has things like glycerin or maybe resins. I don't know what it has in it. Probably some glycerin for sure. But it is great for your water-based markers. It is also great for your dye and pigment water-based ink pads. So this is not going to do good on StazOn. That's solvent-based. This is not going to do good on a Copic marker that's all dried up. That is solvent-based. But if you've got Tombow markers that you've had for years and haven't used them, and you've got a few that are kind of dried up or just not as inky as they used to be, try some ink refresher on those. So this is a great little thing to have just in your crafting stash. Oh, you want a re-inker? You've got it. We were out, so that might be why. Mini ink storage tin, you've got it. And then last but not least, friends, on our Friday live, we have got some more little colors of stickles. Obviously, you saw those because you saw me putting them in the containers. So we have been increasing our stickles. Now, stickles and Nuvo, I really like both of them. Your stickles are a little bit smaller, but the price point is coming in much better than the Nuvos right now. And let's be honest, you know, I have run through a few bottles of my stickles and a couple bottles of my Nuvo. I don't use them enough sometimes to really go through the whole bottle. So I'm like, you know, you get a little bit less in stickles, but the price point isn't as high. And it's probably a good trade-off. You know, the Nuvo is a lot bigger. So if it's just a color you love, I would get the Nuvo. But otherwise with stickles, you can get more colors, but you're going to have a smaller bottle. So it makes it a little nicer. So this first one here is called Confetti. Look how fun that one is. So there's Confetti. We've got this great, well, I mean, it's steel, a great steel color. Look how shiny it is. You know, another thing about stickles, these are made in the United States. These are made in New Jersey at the Ranger plant. Nuvo is not. Wine Cellar. That might be why, you know, Nuvos have been coming in much more expensive because they've got tariffs on them. Hibiscus. Now, I'm sure that you know, not everything that goes with this is probably, you know, a lot of it is the parts. So, you know, maybe they have to bring in the glitter, but they get mixed here in New Jersey. Not literally here. I'm in Indiana. This one is called Green. Orange Slice. Boy, I need to paint my nails. Sorry about that. I put just a real thin little swoosh of color the other night. It wasn't real thick, but it just washed right off. Cosmic. Look how pretty Cosmic is. Next one is called Sandstone. That's really pretty. And then this last one is called Sunflower. And that one is a bright one. You know, I don't even want to call it a gold. That's just a really pretty bright, I mean, it is like a bright gold, but it really is kind of like a sunflower color. It's really, really pretty. One each of the stickles. You've got it, Miss Kim. And I'm going to go back. Let's see here. Paula says, I have had some of these stickles for years and they are still good. I store them upside down. If it clogs, I pry off the tip at the base. Yes. So whenever you open your stickles up, because again, it's kind of one of those things, if it, you know, what goes up must come down. So I'm like, if they filled it, you should be able to figure out how to open it up. So you can actually pry this part off. So this tip you can take off. So if it would ever clog, and friends, I have had some that have clogged because sometimes you get a couple chunks of the glitter that just get stuck right in there. And then you can do a nice long pin, but then you can also just take this whole thing out, rinse it out, clean it out real good, and stick it back in there. Don't throw the bottle away unless you can just tell it's dry. All right, put that back on because I don't want it to be dried out for when it gets to somebody's house. That would not be good. But yes, you can take that off for sure. Unclog them. Terry wants a wine cellar. Do you ever get a good price point on those little daubers? I'm looking for a bundle of them. Which daubers are you wanting, Miss Pam? The little finger daubers, because there is a pack of finger daubers that I can order in. I think they're from We Are Makers. It's a big pack of maybe like 20 or 30 of them, and I do get a good price on those. Otherwise, we sell them individually for like $1.09. If that's what you're wanting. And then I've got some that I've gotten in from Nuvo that kind of nest together, and they're not a Brad Point either. All right, everybody's popping on for stickles. You've got it. No, I wouldn't mind at all. So Trisha, this one right here. This is a 6x6 holder from Art Bin. We did show 6x6 pads would fit in it. Now, if you're wanting it for 6x6 pad storage, Echo Park's papers have this extra little, they're not a 6x6 pad. When you cut it, it is, but it has this extra little piece here for hanging purposes. These did not fit in there nicely. They fit in there, but not nicely. All of these fit in there beautifully, so you definitely could store your 6x6 pads in there. The finger daubers, you got it, Pam. I will look those up, and then I'll shoot you some different pictures and prices. But this, look at that bad boy in there. This is my glue press in there, closed up, can go in the bottom of my craft tote when I am packing to go to the crop, and I do not have to worry about anything breaking my glue press, which is so nice. I really feel that if you've got a glue press, you need, and you're traveling with it, it needs to have a box. Hey, Miss Sarah, happy Friday. Sarah, I'm glad you jumped on. You have been on my list to text the past 2 days, but we've had an employee call in sick, and so I am running so far behind today. I am out of undo. So your undo bottle came in, but it was halfway full. And I was not going to sell you a bottle that came in halfway full. So I had to send it back and turn it in for credit. When they told me to reorder undo, they are out of stock on undo. So may I keep you on the list for the undo and get your box out? Because I know we were kind of waiting on that. So I meant to text you that today, but it has been crazy in here today, which is good. Are the Stickles new colors? So Stickles did do new colors a while back, but it's been a while. I could look up what some of the newer ones. I feel like Wine Cellar is relatively new, but Pam, no. We just went through our rack, and I actually let one of the girls play a little bit, and I said, I want you to take the Stickles rack, and I want you to write down kind of what colors we could use, and we've got space for like 9 colors, and a couple of the colors came in yesterday or the day before, and the rest came in on today's orders. So she just went through, and we needed orange and we needed some pink, that kind of thing. So these are not new colors. Stickles hasn't done new colors in a while. I mean, like probably a good year or so. But I could look those up if you're wanting to know what the newest ones are. But no, I cannot guarantee, because like Orange Slice has been out for quite a while. I know for sure. Would Stickles fit in a 6x6 box? They're going to fit in there. Now, I don't know how they're not going to stand. Okay. But will they lay? Oh yeah, they'll lay in there. So you could definitely do that. And then depending on how you stored them, if you had enough to kind of keep them in position, they wouldn't roll around. So yeah, I mean, Stickles will definitely fit in here. And then I don't know if you want to do more than one row. But yeah, anything 6x6 or less is going to fit in here just fine. I'm trying to get that kind of in the middle, if that makes sense. And I have no idea how many I put in there. A lot. So, yep, I could store them that way. And storing them on their side would not be bad at all because it would kind of keep things level. You know, you can keep them upside down. Now, it kind of did that when I did that. So it's a little bit of a hot mess in there now. But yeah, you could definitely store a lot of stickles in there. Now, one of the new bags coming in from Totally Tiffany, they even show that with some stickles as well too. Now that is not going to be a hard top though. So if you're wanting to stack stuff on top of the stickles, you know, to pack up and go to a crop or just on your shelf because you may have more vertical storage than putting things, you know, one at a time. Never heard of Wine Cellar before. So yeah, I think Wine Cellar is one of the newer ones. But like I said, it's been a good, you know, at least years since they've done new stickle colors. But I do believe that Wine Cellar was some of the newer ones. 6x6 box for you. You've got it, my friend Pat. We will get that for you. Okay, I think that is, let's see here. Stickles fit. Sarah says she's okay. All right. And if I look on the site, Sarah, and it's going to be forever for the undo, I will let you know. I don't want you waiting forever for your box, but we got one in and that bottle was halfway empty. All right. I'm coming up here because at one point, no, we did have a whole row that we did, little samples of just the new colors, but that was a while back. So we've done other ones since then. So sorry. I was trying to see if I still had the little list of what was new up here, and I don't think that I do. I'm looking to see what this is. Oh, here's some newer. There we go. Well, we got the new ones in a while. Again, this has been a while. So newer ones, and we don't even have all of them in anymore. But Cayenne, Aubergine, Mountain Lake, there's that Wine Cellar, Beach Cruiser, and Graphite. So the last time they did new ones, those were the new colors of stickles. So Pam, definitely check your stash and see if you have those. I don't know which one of those we even have right now, but we can always get them back in. But yeah, Wine Cellar, I thought that one was one of the newer ones. So we do have that one. And let's see what else we got here. Do we have Beach Cruiser? Yep, we've got Beach Cruiser. We've got, let's see, Graphite was a new one on that list. There's Graphite. So we've got that one. Black Diamond is old. Do we have Mountain Lake? I don't think we have Mountain Lake. That was one of the ones on the new list. I don't think we have Aubergine in or Cayenne because, again, they're not necessarily new anymore, and we're just kind of restocking. So, do you know if my box went out today? It was late in the day. I paid, so maybe not. I don't know. If you paid, let me go up here and check. Let me see. I'm just looking here. Sorry. You guys can look at the chalas for a second. Nope. Okay. Pat's got a box going out, but it probably won't go out till Monday, Pat, because it's UPS. All of that went out. So, Trisha, I'm not sure if it went out or not. Mom leaves around 3. So if it was after 3 that you paid, it probably is still here. If before, then I bet it did go out. I'm not for sure. Not for sure. All right, friends. Well, I think that is it for our Friday edition of What's New Today at the Doodlebug. If you were jumping on and this is your first time with us, well, first of all, thank you, and thank you for hanging out with us. I tend to ramble on here 4 days a week. I am on here showing you what we just got in Tuesday through Friday. We are an actual live brick and mortar store, so you can see my store behind me right here. And we are able to keep these lights on because of these lives. So you can order from these lives. We appreciate that so much. When we hang out here, like I said, I show you the new stuff we just got in, but I try to explain it to you too, how to use it, what to do with it, not just a, hey, look, we got in this, but hopefully some other ideas. So even if you have it at home, you get a little more bang for your buck with products that you have. It was before 3, so maybe, hey, Kenley, do you mind going back there and seeing if Trisha, and I probably botched this, but I say Whifferich. We call you Whifferich around here. Trisha Whifferich, if her stuff is still back there, she would have been on the invoice rack. I don't know if mom got her out or not. Trisha, you're supposed to get 2 different emails whenever your order goes out. One comes from our system, and then one comes from Pirate Ship. So I know sometimes the Pirate Ship one automatically goes to your spam. So hopefully you are getting those. So if you're normally getting it and you did not get your tracking yet, it may have been after she left. So, because she did leave just a little before 3, I think. She tries to get out of here early on Fridays. I tell you, well, if you don't have anything else for me to do, I got stuff to do at home. So, and I do let her go. So, I mean, you can't argue with your mom. I mean, you can, but it's after 48 years, I've realized it's kind of pointless arguing with her. Doesn't really work much. So I don't get anywhere. Okay, Kinley didn't see you back there, so maybe you went out today. But anyway, friends, I am on here Tuesday through Friday. Sometimes we do a bonus live on Mondays if I'm working on a Monday. If you are new, please, please, please give us a little message and give us your information. I need to get your email address, your phone number, and your mailing address. That way, okay, I can check my email. Haven't gotten it by 5. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. I will double check though. So I will for sure double check for you, since even though Kinley did, and I'll try and send it to you again too. So, send us your information though, so we can ship your stuff out to you and so we can contact you. So a little thing with Facebook, as a business, I cannot directly contact you the first time. So if you have, Tanya, I'm thinking 170 is stamps and re-inkers. The bundle of Spellbinder, sorry, stamps and dies from yesterday's live. The cooking one was 150, if that's the one you're talking about. The one that had the dumpster fire, the UGG, the pills, and it's not tennis racket, pickleball. There we go, pickleball. That was like 80. So hopefully that answers that. But I cannot message you directly the first time. So if you are new to the live and you're waiting for me to reach out to you and you haven't given me text or email, I can't. Sometimes I track you down on my personal Facebook page and you're like, who's this crazy Hannah from Indiana trying to message me? But that's the only way I can get a hold of you, because I've got a couple buckets up here that we're going to restock your stuff, because I've reached out, haven't been able to get a hold of you. You haven't reached out to us, and I am waiting for you. Like one that I just saw, where are you at? Yeah, I lost it now, but I just saw you on the shelf and I'm like, I don't know this name. Lisa Cortez. I think Lisa Cortez might be one. Now, Lisa, if you have sent us a message and I just forgot, I apologize for calling you out on Facebook. But Lisa Cortez, if you are watching, we have some papers that you had us hold for you, and I need your information, girl. Need your information. So, all right. Let's see. Oh gosh, you're Donna, you goober. We all know you're not new to this. Donna, my sneaky Donna. All right. I think I got all your answers, or all your questions answered. So friends, thank you so much. Have an amazing, blessed weekend. The girls are here tomorrow, 10 to 3. I'm not. I'm going to find something amazing for that amazing boyfriend of mine to do for his birthday weekend, because next weekend, this girl's at a retreat, so she can't spend next weekend with him doing birthday things. So I got to find something fun for him this weekend, since I can't take him. Well, I'm not taking him, but I couldn't go ice fishing with him. So I will not be here, but I will be around in case the girls have any questions, of course. So until next week, you have an amazing, crafty, blessed weekend, and we'll chat soon. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and you can always shop us online at www.thedoodlebuginc.com. Thanks. Bye.